Alright. What the heck is that noise? Oh well. I don't know. Oh, that's my radio. Here's my jukebox. Anyways, I just got done with the other video and I just had an epiphany. Not really an epiphany. I was thinking about this the other day. This other truck driver gave me an idea. You know, if you're a conspiracy theorist. I'm just kidding. Okay. But no, I'm not kidding, but I'm kidding, you know. I'm teasing that one guy that was teasing me. Or giving him shit like he was giving me shit. So, I do have this survivalist, sustainable community, off-grid project that I was working on. And, but like I said, everybody that came out were pretty much losers, worthless eaters, blah, blah, blah. I had a couple other potential people that coulda, woulda, shoulda came out, but they were actually probably higher caliber people, and the fact that I had worthless eaters on the land, they were like, fork that, we're not coming, you know. So I got to thinking, and another guy that contacted me a year or two ago, I think he contacted me in 2020. He's a truck driver also. But since this truck driver made the offer, whoa, stupid ass. Okay, that's Chicago for you. Alright, where am I at? Okay, 1.7 miles. So, he made the offer to run slip seat team with me. And that way one of us is home while the other one's on the road.
Turn left on South Cicero Avenue, IL 50.
And I got to thinking about that. You know, if you're not locked down wherever you are, you know, you don't already have a house or land or whatever, and you're not already doing your own thing, and you're a truck driver, you know, you're grounded. You don't have to be like 100% grounded. I'm not 100% grounded. But, you know, you're grounded, or, you know, you're stable. You have a stable income, and you're not obviously a worthless eater because you know how to work. And you want to, you know, you see the crap that's coming down the tube, if you will. What was his name, that comedian, where they said, he says, something about this country's going down the tube, and he goes, where's all these tubes? I think his name was George. But anyways, he goes, where's all these tubes people keep talking about? People keep talking about all these tubes. I don't see any tubes. Where's all these tubes? The country's going down the tubes. Going to hell in a handbasket. But anyway, if you're interested in doing something like that, I got to thinking maybe I should just make the project strictly, or mostly strictly, truckers. You know, I got plenty of parking up front on my property. And, you know, I get a group of truck drivers who are interested in doing what I'm doing.
Left onto South Cicero Avenue.
And they want to help out. You know, we don't all have to work for the same company, but, you know, we find companies that are interested in drivers who are only interested in slip seat team driving, 1 week out, 1 week home. we find companies that are willing to do that, to pay decent and treat us decent.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on South Cicero Avenue, IL 50.
And you're a prepper, survivalist, conspiracy theorist like me. But not over the top.
Turn left on South
Right.
Cicero Avenue, IL 50.
How do you be a conspiracy theorist but not be over the top? But anyways,
Turn left onto South Cicero
Yeah.
Avenue.
if you're interested in doing that and you're a trucker, hit me up. Because I'm thinking maybe that's the direction I should go. Just find, that's a decent way to find reliable people who aren't, just moochers or worthless eaters. And then we'll have a whole week to get our stuff done, and together we can make some money off the land. So that's the biggest problem I had with my friend and former business partner, is he's never made me hardly any money. He's only cost me money. I had to go out and find the work or the resources for him to do in order for him to make me money, but he didn't voluntarily go out and earn money to bring back to support the project. And I don't know if you're familiar with this, but there's a philosophy called the Ubuntu philosophy. Now, if you Google Ubuntu, you'll get a Linux server Google search. So you have to do a little bit more extensive research. And I don't know exactly the key words that you have to put in order to find it. But if you go to my website, davidanddavid.com, there you will see Ubuntu, and you can click on the link there. Anyway, I've got it in a drop-down menu, so it's fairly easy to find. Or you can type in the search bar Ubuntu, U-B-U-N-T-U, I believe, and it'll bring it up. I also like the Ubuntu Linux server too, so both are good. So what I was trying to say was, before I went down that little rabbit trail, there's an Ubuntu philosophy where they believe in 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and I kind of want to buy into that. Part of the problem with Ubuntu is it kind of has the look and feel of communism, and so I kind of skirt the edges of Ubuntu. I pick and choose what I think will work for me and my community, if you will. Not that I really have a community. And so I adopt certain things. So this 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 is basically like, for example, we have an industry on the land. Like right now I'm raising goats. And this new girl, she wants to raise rabbits. And if we were to grow food, which is also a very good option because I have very good crop land. My land is actually probably better for raising food than it is raising animals. However, it could go either way. So, but my land's pretty marshy as well. But I got two properties, and both properties have a different type of land, if you will. So anyways, I got to turn in a 1/2 mile.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on West 87th Street.
What's the next light? So Ubuntu says if you... I'll post this on both my YouTubes. I'll put it on my farm YouTube and my trucking YouTube. So Ubuntu says 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Is it this one? No, next one. Okay. I was like, this is residential. Okay. So,
Turn right on West 87th Street.
we'll say the goats, for example. So, because that's what I do. So we raise goats, right? 1/3 of the revenue from the goats goes to pay the people who run the goat business, you know. So if my friend helped out, which he does barely, and the new girl helps out, my mom helps out, and I do most of the work, then we would all split 1/3 of the profit. So I'd take the 1/3 of the profit, split it 4 ways, and we would have our share. And since I might do most of the work, then maybe I would split it 5 ways, and I would keep 2 pieces of the share myself and give them 1/5 instead of 1/4. I mean, yeah, 1/5.
Half a mile, turn left onto West Columbus Avenue toward Pulaski Road North.
Instead of 1/4
1/2 mile. Turn left on West Columbus Avenue.
of the 1/3. If that makes sense. Then 1/3 of the profit will go into. Okay, so basically what you do is you sell 1/3 or 2/3. So 1/3 goes to pay the employees, if you will. 1/3 goes back into the business to support the business. And the other 1/3 is for the community. Like, for example, goes to help support the community. So you can trade or buy
1/4
goods
mile.
and services
Turn left on West Columbus Avenue.
and different things that'll go back into the community. So 1/3 goes into the community, 1/3 goes back into the business, and 1/3 pays the people. Now I altered that a little
Turn
bit.
left on West Columbus Avenue.
I need to move over 1. Or maybe 2.
Turn left onto West Columbus
No,
Avenue
whoa,
toward
right here.
Pulaski Road North.
Wait. What lane do I want? What the heck is wrong with this intersection? I think I want this lane. No. This is forked up. Yeah. I want over here. Okay, that other intersection comes back to this intersection. Okay. Chicago. Anyways, yeah, this is the one I was looking at. I was like, what in the heck? But I'm actually going to do this one. Okay, so, now that I'm not confused anymore, with Ubuntu, I altered that. So, what I'm doing now is 25/75. So 25 goes to pay the people. $25 goes to pay the people on the land. Now, if you don't live on the land, like my friend Cindy, who helps out, then, and you got your own bills and your own expenses, then you get 1/3. But the people that live on the land, they get 25%, or they split the 25%. Where the people who don't live on the land, who have their own bills, they split the 1/3. And that can get complicated, but basically what I'll do is I'll take the total sum and divide it by 3 and divide that by however many people that are working. And then that's what I'll pay the people that don't live on the land. Then I'll take the same original number, divide that by 4, and divide that by however many people are working. And that's how much I'll pay the people who live on the land. So if there's 5 people, but 2 live on the land and 3 have their own places, I'll divide the original number by 5, but for the people who don't live on the land, I'll divide the 1/3 by 5, where the people who do live on the land, I'll divide the 25% by 5 and pay them accordingly. And then the rest basically goes back into the business or the land, because for me, it all goes back into the land, Now, on the flip side of that, if you live on the land and you have an outside job, for example, my friend was working for Gary's Tree Service up in Kansas City. According to the Ubuntu philosophy, those people are to give back to the community 1/3 of their paycheck.
Approaching destination in 2 miles
So,
on the left side.
Example, I have this job. So I should be giving only 1/3, or in my case, because I've reorganized the thing, 25%. If I'm only going to pay the people 25%, I'm only going to charge them 25%, because otherwise it wouldn't be fair, right? So my friend who had the outside work was obligated to pay back into the community 25%. Just like I'm obligated to pay 25%, even though I actually pay more, like 75%. Because it's my deal, it's my bag, right? If I only put in 25%, nothing would get done, right? So, because, well, I don't know. I'd have to do that calculation. But let's do that calculation. So, 25%. Oh, that's easy. $1,000 a month, basically. So, $1,000 a month minus the mortgage would leave me about $500 a month to be productive on the land. That's not very much. But my friend, he works for people all the time, and I haven't hardly seen a red cent from him. He acts like I owe him, not the other way around. And I said something about it to him, and he's like, oh, I give. I'm like, well, where is it? Because I haven't seen it. I pay all the bills, I buy all the food for all the animals, mine and his. I pay for all the medical expenses. I pretty much pay everything. The only thing he paid for, I bought his truck because he would never buy one. He used and abused my truck for 5 years till he ran it in the dirt. And then, getting close to my customer here. And then the only expenses he had was I made him pay his own gas in this truck that I bought him. I made him pay for his own gas, his own tags, and his own insurance, even though I had to put everything in my name because he refused to put anything in his name. So, oh, and he had to pay for his own phone bill. That's his own, that's all, and his own food. That's it. But if you had a house and you had land, you would be responsible to pay those bills, right? If you're renting someplace, you'd be responsible for those bills. But he thinks, oh, I only need to have to do 1 hour a day's worth of work, and that covers my responsibility for my free rent and board. And it doesn't work that way. So That's why I'm looking for a new business partner. I'm just dealing with this Yahoo for now. Like I said, I'll probably not make him homeless like his family did, even though I understand why his family did. But I can't rely on it. I'll just stick him in the back 40, if you will, and let him be a troglodyte back there. I don't know. But anyways, so my theory is that, you know, I find people like myself, obviously. You don't have to be a workaholic like I am, but you know, you just have to be able to at least meet me halfway and actually do it. Not just be able to
In
do
half
it,
a mile, your destination is on the left.
but actually do it. It's like my friend is very smart, very strong, and very capable, but he's also very unwilling. He won't do anything. And then when he does, it's not much, and then he tends to do it half-assed, and all that does is piss me off. And then I gotta go and do it. Then he comes behind me and tells me how I did it wrong, and that just pisses me off even more. So that gets old after a while, and I'm about done with it. So that's why I need to find his replacement. But anyway, oh, here it is. Oh, okay. I'm like, where is this place among all these houses? Just after the houses, and here we are, I think.
Approaching destination in 800 feet on the left side.
Yeah, this looks like it. So anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking maybe I should go that direction. Look for truck drivers who are preppers, survivalists, conspiracy theorists. More like conspiracy realists, you know, because I know some of the conspiracy theories are far-fetched, and I don't believe in all of them, but I do enjoy looking at them and picking them apart. But I also don't want to spend my whole life and my whole existence just being scared and paranoid and all that other
Destination is
crap.
on the left.
You know, being worried about
Turn in the first right.
everything. You know, we need to, you know, I try to figure out what's true, what's false, and what's coming down the pipeline.
Turn in the first right.
Make money, and, you know, expect the best, prepare for the worst. You know, that's what most successful business people do. Expect the best and prepare for the worst. So yeah, if you're a trucker and you're into this type of thing and you don't got a place of your own, you know, shoot me a holler. And maybe we can do some business together. I prefer dudes for one reason. Chicks are good for other reasons. It's like not everybody is created equally. Some women can do things that some guys can't do. Some guys can do things that some women can't do. Blah blah. So, but ideally, I'm primarily looking for guys. But I am open-minded to women because women have skills and interests that guys don't have. So, there's that. Alright, I guess that's it. I'm at my customer. I gotta get this load so I can make money for my property and be productive. Okay, bye.